What better way to kick off your weekend than with a normals battle marathon?
Yeah, who said a cooking show needs to have people who can cook on it? Enjoy your weekend, grab a cup of coffee and sit back and watch the chaos unfold. Ta-da!
Today's ultimate battle is molten lava cake. They will go head to head to come up with something that is spongy with something liquid inside. The rest is up to them. Go!
Oh, that's how we're doing this. Okay, fine.
Look at these bowls. Just stay in that bowl. Disgusting. Baz, did you say you needed a bowl?
I need a little bowl. No,
There you go,
perfect,
mate.
thank you.
I've got to make a cheese ice cream, which means whipping this cream to soft peaks, which is one, knackering, but two, the positive is that I'm making cheese ice cream, which is basically cream and condensed milk. How soft peaks? Keep it in your original bowl and then stir through some condensed milk. Be careful not to knock all the air out of it. Add some mushed raspberries, and then, believe it or not, we're going to ripple it. This 30-minute fondant recipe now becomes a 6-hour fondant recipe because this has got to go in a freezer to freeze.
So far, I'm greasing my ramekins and coating them in a little bit of cocoa powder. And I think you're going to do the same, aren't you, Jamie?
I'm going to do a mixture of graham cracker and cocoa powder around the rim.
Part of the cake has to not have cooked, has to ooze out, and that's, for me, always a chocolatey inside.
But it could be other things, couldn't it?
Yeah, you can add other things to it.
If you had an imagination, you could put like something that wasn't chocolate inside, couldn't you?
Like marshmallows.
Yeah. You know what? That would fit perfectly, look.
Yeah, well, oh no.
They're mine!
And it's got chocolate in it.
I know you're going to have to eat that now. Think lemon drizzle, lava cake.
I like both of those things.
Inside is a lemon curd, but it's flavoured with the exotic citruses of kaffir lime and lemongrass, as well as normal lemons. So I'm hoping that will bring a different flavour dimension to your palate, and that your palate will be satisfied.
With raspberry ice cream, my palate is excited for this.
Right, let's just face it, let's be honest with one another. I know it, you know it, you know it. You've clicked on this video because it's my recipe in the thumbnail.
I think that's very forward-thinking because you choose the photos on the thumbnail and you haven't baked this yet. If it's not got a molten centre...
I know, this is going to be the best looking and the best tasting because it's not only got chocolate, but it's also got peanut butter and salted caramel in the middle.
And Oreos, so you've just ticked all the cliche YouTube boxes, and sometimes that works.
And that's why I'm going to win. Right now, I'm just melting the chocolate and the butter in the microwave a bit at a time so it doesn't burn.
What if you combine s'mores with a lava cake? So you put a marshmallowy mixture in the middle, then the outside you have the chocolate cake, and then on the outside of that, you have graham crackers crushed up.
What if? That is the question.
What?
I look forward to it.
Yeah, all served with a salted caramel and cinnamon ice cream. Pow.
But you're not a fan of the s'more, are you?
I feel like we're a bit smored out, but one thing I would say is after 1,200 recipes, you've got to work out how to put other things inside other things, and I've never yet seen a s'more combined with a molten lava cake.
But have you seen lemon drizzle in a cake before?
Not in a molten lava cake, no.
But you have seen it in a cake before?
Not as many times I've seen s'more on the channel, no.
For reference.
Let's make this more interesting.
I've got egg in my collar. Oh, it's the other shirt!
He's laid it.
I just washed that up.
No, you didn't.
I did!
What, the whisk?
Yeah, you piece of doggy poo. That's mine.
No, I'm using it! There's only one, let me use it.
How many grams of sugar is that? This is mine. You're biting like a small child. You didn't even. You just sucked.
I did, I started biting and I started dribbling. So I thought I'd just...
You just sucked my thumb.
I'm really concerned, it's ascended.
I'm gonna murder you.
Why?
Have you got a lemon on your ball bag? Got one of my lemons on your ball bag?
No! On one side, I've got my eggy, sugary, salty mix. The other, buttery chocolate. Gonna bring them together, whisk them, and then fold in my flour to create my perfect chocolatey batter. This is why it has to be chocolate. Look at it.
We've actually just gone There. That's where we've gone, right? Yeah, don't worry, it's not there yet. It's just, I had to get it into
The nasty thing, you were about to spoon it into your ramekin.
No, it's fine. Stop interfering!
So for my lemon curd, I've got eggs, I've got sugar, I've got juice and zest of some lemons. I need to retrieve the other lemons from the guy's pants. I've got kaffir lime, lemongrass, and I'm gonna thicken that on a low heat in a saucepan. In that saucepan is also going some honey.
I have mixed some dulce de leche and some peanut butter together, salted it, and I'm going to put a couple of teaspoons in the middle. I've also put it back in the fridge so it sets a little bit more and doesn't start to cook too much because you want that to stay runny later on. So again, 2 teaspoons in the middle, then top it up with chocolate, and hopefully you should have a chocolate and peanut butter effect in the middle.
Like a marbly, swirly, molten bit.
And just a...
What on earth is going on?
Just giving it back. I want it to play fair, so. Oh no. Separated my eggs the wrong way.
I've got a lemon from earlier, so I don't need it anymore.
That is perfect because I can't use those anyway. We've started again. We've now got 2 egg yolks, and now I can put the full eggs in. What's the problem?
I washed up those whisks.
They were just clean whisks there. I didn't know they were yours.
I washed those up.
Oh,
I
right.
tried to use them in my cream.
This lemon curd is good to go. You know how I know? This. So now I'm going to stir in some butter and then strain it for a sieve and put it in the fridge to cool up.
Oh. Have you not whisked it?
So now I'm going to stir in some butter and then strain it for a sieve.
What have you done then?
I just stuck it straight in.
Right.
Well, I have made a major error.
He's not whisked his cake mix at all.
I wonder why everyone was doing that.
What's wrong with you?
What's the matter?
No, I had a bowl. I just had a bowl.
Oh, I was just using what was in the kitchen, which I thought was the brief. I thought that's what we do.
The whipped cream.
I've added my melted butter and chocolate into the egg mix, folded that in with some flour, combined it all, and now it's ready to go into the ramekins.
Sugar, butter, beaten until pale and fluffy. So now into that goes eggs and milk. Just in case it couldn't get any more citrusy, I'm zesting some limes into my sponge. Then I chuck in some flour, stir it all together, fill my ramekins halfway. I'm going to pipe my lemon curd into the middle and then put the rest of the batter on top.
So this is not the time to have a casual lean as I'm cooking. Who knows what's going to happen now?
Marshmallow mix into the middle of my fondant. My fondant's in the oven, so I'm going to have a little go at some presentation, which has always been my strong point. Something, 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 quenelle some ice cream or something.
So the thing with molten lava cake is you've only got a very small window to get it absolutely right. And we've challenged the boys to go 1 for photo, 1 for some sexy shots, and 1 for me to cut into.
I reckon just stick ours in. Like, if we
No.
both at the same time.
Later.
Only if, mate, this is your test one for the photo, isn't it? And yours isn't going to be a photo, so.
You don't know that?
That is.
People are watching this from my fondant. They want to see this.
Oh my
goodness,
goodness, he's so cocksure of himself. And it just so happens that I have some limes knocking about that I use for zesting, so I'm going to squeeze the juice out of those and combine that with some icing sugar, mix it until it's lovely and smooth, and that's going to be my drizz. Oh, do you know what? I don't mind mine not being the thumbnail. Mine's more about taste, I think. How
Just
long have we got
remember,
left?
you don't have enough mixture. Just remember that. Yeah.
You just spotted Jamie's chefy flair.
Stop it! We all know how this works. You do something, and then I do something worse, and then you do something worse, and then Ben's veins pop out of his head.
And then we're both going up on Barry.
Yeah. You just do that and see what happens.
you stop it?
The bricks.
Right, I've got to save this. We're good, okay, right. That's going to go in there. This is okay.
So it turns out I was too organised, and because I made all 3 of my lava cakes at the same time, whilst the other 2 were sitting there and one was cooking, the marshmallow was slowly falling further and further towards the bottom, which is actually the top when you turn it out, and therefore it doesn't come out of the ramekin because it gets stuck. What does lava do from a volcano? It erupts. This is the eruption of the s'mores. Can we just take a picture of it? Barry,
Yeah, mate.
can we take a picture of
I'm
mine?
really busy, mate.
Fine, I'm going to take a picture and it's going to be the thumbnail and then you're going to cry to your mummy. I might have nailed it, James.
They're completely blurry. The shutter speed's like really slow.
Why is the shutter speed so low?
I've changed all the settings.
Right.
It's construction time.
What happened? What went wrong?
I don't know.
Your ice cream looks a bit sad.
They all look sad, James.
Oh. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I'm taking that to the table because I've got no other choice now.
I took mine out and it wasn't cooked, even though it was the same amount of time as the other ones that I've made just now. So I'm piping it full of my curd.
I'm going to start from this end because this one might have an ooze, and then we'll get.
That's definitely got
Then we'll
ooze.
discuss that one. There we go.
Oh, it's the best one yet! Look at that.
That has got a nice ooze, a nice dribble.
It's got an ooze. It's not as oozy as that though, is it? I'm so sorry, mate. It's really funny.
It's fine.
Shiny, glossy, slightly different texture with the peanut and the chocolate. Hot and cooked all the way through. Normally, if a chocolate fondant or a molten lava cake sticks through your mouth, it's probably just a little bit undercooked.
Yeah.
That's not the case here.
That's the peanut butter.
This is because of the peanut butter.
That's actually delicious.
That is
quite annoying.
divine. Might be the thumbnail.
Well, I told you. Look at the thumbnail right now.
That inflates ego. It's massive already.
However, I like the fact that you've gone for something different.
What?
You haven't gone for
Slop
chocolate.
on a plate.
Your third one isn't as good as your first two, which is quite annoying.
Yeah, really annoying, isn't it? I am not confident about this at all, mate.
Well, you've done a second injection.
I have. Ignore, maybe just shut your eyes from now on and focus on the flavour and get a bit of ice cream and get a bit of crunch.
So I have to, unfortunately, judge on what's been plated because your first two also look the part. But what this does is taste delicious. It's citrusy, it's fresh. The curd has got a tang, but it's still that kind of gooey, just about liquid centre that you expect from warm curd, and the ice cream's great. Now, I think you might have a new thing here, Jay. Puddle cake. I'm gonna do the honours and taste it, but I'm guessing from looking at it, it's probably a little under.
You know when you muck around and you've done something wrong and you try and get away with it, that you can't get away with fondant like that. But to have 3 different cakes and them all come out differently, and the first one was actually the best.
Yeah, but also you did miss the plate.
I didn't miss the plate. This one flew out of the pot. Whereas the other two stuck a little bit and had to get the knife around there. This one, I turned it over and it went, and then it went,
Conceptually, your cinnamon mascarpone ice cream is the best accompaniment of all three. The idea's good. It just didn't work.
This has changed colour. I thought this was brown.
Communication error.
Oh.
The thing with molten lava cake is it is all down to how it looks and that molten ooze. So you guys can probably judge third, second, and first place as well as I can. But all of them tasted great.
You know when you buy them from the supermarket and you put them in the microwave for 50 seconds, they come out perfect every time?
Yeah.
Do that.
The question is, would you agree with my decision? Use the poll on YouTube to give your favourite molten lava puddle a vote. And don't forget to check out the link down below. We'll list a whole playlist of our other battles, because some of them have 3 successes in them.
Hello, I'm Barry, and this is Michael.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, we put 20 different cuisines into a bowl.
And we each took it in turns to select 2 cuisines from that bowl.
And they became
Our ultimate normals fusion battle dishes. Cheers.
What's the opposite of confident?
unconfident.
Unconfident.
Anxious. Really anxious right now.
Gentlemen, synchronised watches. We have 3 hours, starting in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, but not much luck, but not much.
Get shut up.
So, the 2 cuisines that I drew out of the hat were British and Moroccan. So the dish I've chosen to make is a roast dinner that looks like a roast dinner, but has the flavours of Morocco. Component 1, the protein. I'm going for roast beef, but I'm rubbing it in Ras Al Hanout, which is a North African spice blend. Once I've covered my blade of beef in the Ras Al Hanout, seasoned with salt and pepper on all sides, I'm then lowering it into a pan and searing it on each side for 2 to 3 minutes, so it's really deep, dark brown. Whipping it out, putting it on a plate, and then chucking in a whole load of onions and garlic.
For my 2 cuisines, I got Greek and South African. The one thing that jumped out to me about South Africa was bunny chows are amazing. It won Jamie a battle once. So I thought, you know what, let's work off the back of that, create a bunny chow, but inside of it, I'm going to create a beef stafado and, of course, some spicy paprika chips to go alongside. And I'm pretty certain, this time for once in my life, I'm going to win this battle.
Oh, that's so bold.
I know.
You idiot.
Now, my battle actually started about 3 hours ago. I made my own dough, flour, water, yeast, sugar, olive oil and some olives into a dough, let it prove, put it into a baking tray, greased, covered, leaving it for half an hour.
What were your 2 cuisines? Italian and what?
No, Greek and South African. I've got a focaccia in there.
So when you're given 2 countries to take inspiration for bread from.
Yeah. I chose to go a bunny chow.
Yep.
Which was, and then I was like, okay, how do I make the bunny chow have a Greek influence? So I basically laced it with olives, and I used there is a Greek type of bread that is like a focaccia.
So why don't you call it that, not
I don't know what it's called.
Well,
but it's focaccia-like.
For my 2 cuisines, I picked out Creole and Japanese. I've decided to bring together some of my favourite foods. It's classic, but everyone loves it. It's chicken katsu, and then gonna match that with the most amazing Creole sauce that's just gonna add some warmth and bring it all together in the most delicious way. I'm gonna start by making some amazing pickles. These are actually inspired by pickles that we made whilst we were in Tokyo feeding people. It was delicious. Let's see if I can recreate it.
Another important part of my dish is the marinade for my beef ribs, which is the first component of my stafado. It's allspice berries, cloves, oregano, red wine vinegar, and of course my short ribs. The key here is to leave this marinating overnight. I don't have overnight, so therefore I'm going to be searing off my beef rib now and then chucking the rest of my marinade into my sauce later. Golden brown, perfect.
Huh? Do you know the difference between golden brown and grey?
Shut up.
Well, I'm just helping. I'm just helping. Spaff, you're the beef guy.
I'm the beef guy.
You're the beef guy. Golden brown. Ooh.
Oh, get over yourself.
Suddenly there were 2 players in the game.
Shut up!
Oh, golden grey.
There is so much chopping. My Creole sauce starts with the Holy Trinity. It's onion, it's celery, it's bell pepper, and there's garlic there as well. Peel and dice all of them.
Oh, we've had 45 minutes already.
Are you having a laugh?
No.
It's been 47.5 years. I've finally finished chopping every vegetable in London. I'm now going to fry them in some olive oil. Once my Holy Trinity has sweated off for about 10 minutes, I'm going to add in my garlic, some bay leaves, a little bit of thyme, and a little bit more cayenne than I should.
Component number 2, Yorkshire puddings flavoured with cumin seeds. Standard Yorkshire pudding batter, eggs, milk, whisked together, adding flour bit by bit, then adding thyme and cumin seeds, covering it, sticking it in the fridge, because I'll come back to that in about an hour.
So now I've seared my beef on all sides. I've then got my pearl onions, which are integral to a stofado, frying off with some tomato puree. Now, everything that I've prepared goes into the pan with my beef. I'm going to put my beef stock and my beef to go into the oven as long as possible. And then my loaf is also going in the oven, but this is going to have half an hour.
With everything now having sweated down and smelling amazing, it's time to add in some tomatoes, chicken stock, and some Louisiana hot sauce, or if not, New York hot sauce.
Saffron roast potatoes. Cold water with saffron, chopped up potatoes, all a similar size, going into the cold water, then being brought up to a boil. Test them, see if they're cooked, poke it with a knife, see if they slip off. Once they are cooked, into a colander where I zhuzh them, fluff them, throw them into some polenta, and then they get roasted.
So yeah, I'm going to bash my chicken, flatten it out, and then I can pane it, which I know is a French technique, but let's make it Japanese today.
Stuck.
I think that's worked though, mate.
Oh, I just don't trust
It
it.
look clean, it look clean. Whoa! Yeah, it's clean.
Now my oil's at 130, I'm going in with my chips, cooking till they go light golden, then removing, draining, and back in at 180 to go really crispy and soft in the middle. No, please. I need all these chips.
Another wonderful thing about this excellent kitchen is how spacious it is and the endless supply of hobs.
Mate, it brings us closer, right? Stop whining.
I need space. So tahini, another Moroccan flavour. I'm going to paint them, get loads of delicious tahini all over it, and then just roast them off.
Time to finally get started on my rice. I have a very exact amount of sushi rice. I also have a very exact amount of water. I'm going to drain my sushi rice in a minute of cold running water, and then that's going to help get rid of all the gloopiness when it cooks. Then I'm going to put it into the very precise amount of water, along with some cider vinegar, some sugar, a pinch of salt, bring that up to a simmer, then put a lid on it, turn the heat down to its lowest setting, and leave it to absorb all of that liquid and get all yummy. Oh God.
You okay?
There's no lids.
Right, now cover my chips in some smoked paprika, some fresh oregano.
They are quite...
Stop eating my pies!
Oh, really?
No, please don't. I need all of them.
Yorkshire puddings are in. In that 25 minutes, let's make a horseradish hummus.
Usually we'd create some sort of drama in the big countdown, but Mike has flapped and fled this kitchen in order to finish his, well, so we can go home tonight. He's not very happy. This is bullshit. I think things have taken a turn for the worst. Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
How's it going?
There's only so much you can do.
Are you making hummus?
Yep. I'm desperate for the win. the veg that I've had a nightmare with that I couldn't even char, I've brushed in tahini, not harissa.
Sorry, you did what?
I brushed my veg in tahini. So who loves peanut butter courgettes?
Lovely.
Exactly,
Lovely.
good. Harissa would have been better, but we're with tahini now. Like, this is where we're at.
Boys, I don't want to rush you, but we've got 5 minutes left.
Stop eating my chips!
One minute left.
Three, two, one. Step away from your plate.
That was stressful.
These are the most unusual plates ever, aren't they?
Yes.
Is that? Who else is physically and emotionally drained after that battle?
100%.
This looks epic. Can we start in the middle?
Yeah, that's me. My fusion between South African and Greek cuisine.
I love the rich beef and the onions, but also the yogurt and the fresh herb kinds of bring it to life. A little bit of kick, but for me, one of the best bits is the fact that the bunny chow isn't the shape I would associate. You've taken two things, fused them together, and mixed it up.
I agree. The bread is excellent as a plate. The yogurt on top is great. The flavours are all great. I'd say the beef could have done with a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But that is probably the only comment I have.
Good work, mate.
This,
As another platter feast to share.
this is a British roast dinner that tastes like Morocco.
Mate, this is a proper roast dinner.
But not. It's everything I want it to be and something else.
Yeah.
Every mouthful has a little twist that takes you on a journey that, if you shut your eyes, does feel Moroccan.
The beef is good.
All right, 3 for 3.
I went for a Creole chicken katsu.
That Creole sauce has got a nice warmth and kick to it, as you'd expect, but I feel like you've got the right level. You haven't gone like Jamie spice and balanced out with the pickle and the rice and some very good golden breadcrumbed katsu chicken. I like that.
I have to say, Spa is king of pickles.
I love
Whether it's a
pickle.
comeback sauce or pickled anything, you are bloody excellent at pickling stuff.
Should we go chat?
I guess so.
Weirdly enough, I'd be happy for either of you guys to win because I think both of your dishes were great. It's the coming last bit that's the not nice bit. Like, not winning is okay, but
Being the worst in the kitchen.
yeah.
In third place, Jamie's dish.
That's fair. No, I can live with that.
Well, you were just saying you can't.
Well, no, I don't.
No disrespect to you, Jay, but phew.
In first place, it was incredibly close, and I'm sure the person who comes into second place will be gutted because it was so close. In first place, it's Mike. It's Mike.
It's really annoying, but I also agree.
It was really deceptive.
Yeah.
It's one you
Yeah.
look at and go, that is classic Sunday roast, and yet it still has all the flavour fusion.
Yeah.
Scraped it, really did. But well done, everyone.
Well done, you, mate. That was great.
Good job all round.
The big question is, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Let us know, who would your winner be?
And more importantly, last place.
And more importantly, last place. Absolutely fine.
Ooh!
How have you done that? I don't know.
I am travelling the 7 seas.
Name those 7 seas.
I was going to say, how many of those are actually oceans?
Oh, I don't know.
Let me guess, Jay. Quick pickle?
I'm not making a pickle!
Boys, 1 hour on the clock. Create something wonderful and magical with an air fryer. That's the only brief. Off you go. Baz, you're starting off with octopus, but what is your dish?
Ben, tonight I will be making fruit de mer.
Fruit de mer.
Fruit de mer, I am travelling the 7 seas.
Ah.
a different fish.
Name those 7 C's.
I was going to say, how many of those are actually
Oh.
oceans?
I don't know. I'm making 7 very different dishes inspired from different parts of the world, all using fish in an air fryer.
Okay.
Essentially, they're all going to be cooked in the air fryer at a high temperature. I've got to pick what flavours go with what times to cook them at, and how to serve them all at the right time.
Whereas Jamie, surprise, surprise, you got a big hunk of beef.
I've got a big beef fillet, but what I'm making is a Japanese-inspired beef Wellington. Started with a mushroom duxelle using every type of mushroom you can legally buy in the UK. Smoked soy sauce, miso, sesame oil, beautiful. Massive chunk of beef fillet. It's going to be wrapped in sesame seed pastry and then served with a Japanese barbecue sauce, probably.
My silicone bakeware doesn't fit my air fryer.
What are you making?
When I learned of this challenge, I thought, what's the thing that you wouldn't expect to pull out of an air fryer? Baked Alaska. What would be really complicated to make in an air fryer? Italian meringue. What would push this even further into the realms of deliciousness? Espresso martini. Inspired by the affogato, vanilla ice cream in coffee, all of those flavours coming together with technical requirements that I'm not sure are possible. Voila, that's my recipe.
I get the flavour combo. It's you all over.
So that's my coffee and Kahlua sponge
Coffee
layer.
and Kahlua or Kahlua?
Both. Coffee and Kahlua, because I put some coffee in and then I was like, well, it needs booze. It's an espresso martini. So I added Kahlua. Then it was too watery. So I had to add some extra flour, and I thought I'll leave the vodka for my thoughts later on.
What do we know happens when you add alcohol into a sponge before baking it?
Well, yeah.
Because this is all about science today, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this looks good. So yeah, we're set.
Alcohol in a batter, like a tempura batter, absolutely delicious because it basically burns off at a lower temperature and you get a really crispy batter. In a sponge, well, we'll see. Usually you would use it as a drizzle after the sponge has cooked.
No idea how this is going to go.
Let's see if you can sear off a beef fillet in an air fryer. We got a sizzle! We sizzled!
Dish number 1, octopus, and we're going to Morocco. We've got chickpeas, we've got some roast harissa, tomato paste, mix it all in, whack it in there, get the chickpeas crispy, and then in with the octopus last second to warm through.
Ready-made puff pastry, I'm going to pour a load of sesame seeds onto it and roll them into the pastry. That will become the outside of my welly.
Okay, you've had a quarter of your time. Barry, are you a quarter of the way through your 7 items?
No, but I'm on to the next. Next up, we've got an Italian mussel ciabatta sandwich. Covered in nduja, and then we have a tapenade mix as well to mix within it as a sandwich. Really, really simple.
Oh, they're green-lit mussels. Oh, you're doing New Zealand mussels in an Italian sandwich. Brilliant.
They're big, chunky, delicious mussels. All
They
right?
are lovely.
Thinking is, I can cook them now, warm them through now to get the sandwich, and they won't deteriorate too much for the end, which is why I'm doing them early on.
The classic sake roll.
Yep.
Working a treat.
So I've got some sugar. I've added a little bit of water to get like a wet sand consistency. I'm gonna stick that in the air fryer with a temperature probe, see if I can get it up to 115 whilst I separate some eggs. You can tell I'm thinking this through as I'm speaking.
Mussels in.
Yeah, I feel like you should have taken that beef fillet out of the fridge last night because that's still 2 degrees in the middle.
Yep. Do you like your welly rare?
I do like it rare to medium rare.
Rare is what I heard.
No, not blue. I don't want it blue.
No, not blue. It won't be blue. I might be colourblind, but it won't be blue.
Blushing pink, that's what I want.
Let's take mushrooms and turn them into a Japanese duxelle.
I bet that tastes incredible. Mushroom, miso, sesame oil. Yes, please.
Yeah, ramen noodles in there with the spice packet as well. And I want to get that into the coldest freezer that Kush has got, which is nearly as cold as his heart. Beef fillet.
That is alive inside.
Yeah, but it's going to cook later, isn't it?
Probe, sugar. Oh man, that's hot. Air fryer. 15 minutes, right.
Next one's the simplest. I've got the Gymkhana masala, which I've spread onto my lobster. Into there. That's it. Next one. Hard cheeks and gochujang.
It's time to construct my welly. I've got my sesame seed pastry. I've got Vietnamese spring roll wrapper.
Oh, he's doing it again, Barry.
Nori. I need it. Oh, can I get my duxelle, please? Out of the freezer.
Good consistency.
In a traditional English beef welly, you would roll in your fillet in mustard. I'm going to do wasabi, which is similar, but more Japanese.
So you seasoned it with sesame and salt before you seared, and now the wasabi.
Now the wasabi. There is every chance this will be some way cooked in the next half an hour.
Nice.
My sugar syrup is technically at 96 degrees. So I'm going to get my egg whites starting to whisk up, because I have a feeling this might rise relatively quickly.
How long have we got left?
26.5 minutes.
Terracotta pan with garlic and oil from my gambas.
How's everyone getting on?
We're about to find out.
Okay, good.
We've got a sponge. I'm not sure it's cooked all the way through, so let's give that a little bit longer.
So I want a nice sauce to serve with my Japanese beef welly, and I thought, why not go for a Japanese whiskey gravy style barbecue sauce? And I'm starting by reducing some whiskey in an air fryer, if that works, adding in some gravy granules, and then a load of other sauces. We'll see what happens.
So you're deglazing your mushroom pan with Japanese whiskey.
Exactly.
Never really thought about just like making a soup in an air fryer or anything saucy. Barry, how many of your 7 fishes?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 7 are on the go.
Excellent.
Next, flying to Japan. I've got miso-covered tuna. Gonna sear that off in an air fryer and serve that with a rice salad.
Might have worked. Ooh, let's get that in.
Four heaped teaspoons, right.
Not sure how many I can fit into the pan. Just 3.
Hey, Spat.
Yo.
Ooh, that looks proper.
Impressed.
How have you done that? I don't know. Could you do it again? No.
What I like about all of this challenge is you're just redefining what's possible in an air fryer. Essentially, it's a small oven box that has even hotter air coming down on top of it. The fact that you're doing everything from saucepans, reducing, baking, grilling, air frying, the lot. There's a lot going on.
I may have overfilled this stupidly. Next up, gochujang, cod cheeks, wrapped in a Korean cabbage leaf.
15 minutes left. Mike, I think you want to get it in a piping bag. Let me guess, Jay. Quick pickle?
No, I'm not going to do it, but I am going to use some pickled stuff. So if that becomes pickled in its...
Beef Wellington and quick pickle. I mean, what more do you want from this man?
No, I'm not! He said it's not a pickle that I'm doing! I've got 15 minutes where I could either stare at my beef welly and panic, or I could use it productively to make a little salad thing to go next to it.
You could quickly make a pickle.
I'm not making a pickle! I'm going to ribbon up some carrot and put it into a bowl with some pickled cucumbers and pickled radish and spring onion. I'm not pickling it. It may pickle by itself.
Barry, you are now on all 7 of your 7 C's.
Right, number
They're not
6.
all cooked. They're not all cooked. Mike, how long does your baked Alaska need in the final oven?
Well, I'm hoping the air fryer function gets it blazing hot. It's preheating now, so that it should only require a couple of minutes. I've just got to construct.
You've got a couple of minutes, and by that I mean 10 and a half.
My 7th dish is going to be brown butter scallops with a squeeze of lime and some capers. England.
England?
I don't, it's British, isn't it? Lemon and
Yeah, it's
fish.
tartar. Yeah, lemons and capers, those British ingredients that definitely grow on our shores.
That's going to come out. These are going in just to warm through.
Sponge is out. What's next, Mike?
I'm cutting round it to fit my baking dish. It's got to cool and I don't think it's going to cool in time. This has got to be completely sealed in, otherwise the heat from the air fryer when we try and brown up the meringue is going to reach the ice cream. So this basically acts as an insulation layer. It looks like a big poo at the moment.
It's quite impressive given you made it in an air fryer. Okay, no pressure, boys, but we've got 2.5 minutes left. Mike, you need to get it in. Stop fiddling.
Fry, 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 my pretty.
Start thinking about getting things out and plated onto boards. You've got 1 minute.
Oh, baby.
Look at the colour on that.
Oh, Jay. Oh, Jamie.
Oh, mate, decent.
This looks like a chicken. Rest, and we'll slice it during the judging.
Oh, you're not going to put it on the plate? You're just going to put a slice on the plate?
I'm just going to put a slice on the plate.
Fine. Mike, how's your meringue looking?
I don't know, I can't get it out.
Has yours not got a light feature?
No. Light? Oh, yes, it does. That would have been useful. It's looking all right.
Okay, boys, last 10 seconds. Oh my word, it looks like it's worked.
Oh my God.
No way.
How no?
Mind your hand, looking great. 3, 2, 1, stop.
Michael.
Boys, I am so impressed. Let's get them into the sexies. Boys, what a feast. Unbelievable.
I think we should start with dessert. Quick.
This needs more resting, and this definitely doesn't. So should we, let's start sweet. And what is impressive always is when you get through and there is chunks of ice cream,
He's done it.
meringue, and sponge.
This is an unbelievable triumph, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
Yeah.
That ice cream's delicious, isn't it?
How did you make that in an air fryer?
Amazing.
I had some support from Hagen and Dahl.
What you've got is that nice golden colour but not char on the outside of the meringue. But because it's Italian meringue, it's cooked through. The sponge
When you actually get
has still got a bit of coffee in it. And your ice cream's still cold. It is one of those desserts that is cooked to order and served to order for that very reason. The fact that you've nailed it in the studio when we stopped to take photos of it is very, very impressive. Which sea should we sail across
For someone
first?
with such small feet.
Let's start at home.
Have you not seen The Lord of the Rings?
Let's start at home. Let's go Britain.
Caper, lemon, butter.
Oh, good flavours, mate.
It's got the right amount of lemon. This is one you started with. Octopus from North Africa. What you've done each and every time with these dishes is celebrate a simple flavour,
Yeah.
except you've gone for 7 of them.
Oh, that's got a nice kick to it.
We're going to Italy. We've got mussels in Nduja and tapenade.
It's nice.
Lob.
I like the juxtaposition of air fry food typically being about making things cheaper, more affordable, quicker, and we're putting lobster tail in it.
We should have set a budget.
I would say what's particularly good about all of this is the quality of the harissa, of the paste, of the nduja, of the tapenade, because in each case it's one flavour added to fresh fish, but then you've got to cook the fish well. And the scallops are cooked well, the tuna is cooked well, a sear would be better, the lobster is cooked well, and none of these are overcooked.
Try that one though. That's the one I think I overdid.
It's not that bad.
Okay, good.
I mean,
Al dente.
yeah, you could have done with a minute less or 2. But as a selection, out of one air fryer, damn impressive.
You're nervous.
I am really
I can
nervous.
see you've been nervous.
You didn't see how expensive the fillet was. Oh, we're going all the way through Evers.
And just reaffirm what we're looking for, Ebbers.
I would hope a nice blushed pink.
Okay.
Oh,
well
Jamie! In an hour?
That's very, very good.
That is ridiculous.
Wow.
It's madness, actually.
Lovely, lovely gravy.
A little bit of beef, a little bit of that duxelle. Make sure you've got some nori.
Of course.
Cheers.
You love wrapping stuff in other stuff from around the world. That is fantastic.
The nori is the one seasoning in there that brings everything together. The mushroom duxelle, lovely. You can taste sesame pretty much all the way through. Not sure I'm getting the wasabi, but out of all of those ingredients and all of those flavours, it's pretty spectacular.
There's something warm there.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
It doesn't taste of wasabi.
Yeah.
But it does add some, a little.
The rice paper doing the job of the crepe to absorb some of that moisture, also clever.
Amazing.
I think this is going to be a struggle. You know I am a fan, and always have been, of celebrating simple combinations of pre-made ingredients that are well sourced and then cooking them well. I love the cheat of a harissa paste, a curry paste, an andouille and a tapenade, and that's why I think this sort of leans into me more as a flavour. However, Jamie's has to win. That's remarkable.
Well done,
Absolutely remarkable. Not least the beef Wellington, but then making your whiskey gravy just sloshing around in the drawer. Smart. Mike's pushes the boundaries. You did 7 different things in an hour.
I did do 7.
You did do 7.
My loser today, which is unfortunate because they're all great, is Mike. I think the scallops and the tuna and the way you cooked it different ways and juggled all of that in an hour was impressive.
I did not see that coming. I thought Mike had that.
I'm gutted.
So close, but that's only my opinion. What's yours? Comment down below. Who do you think should have taken first, second, and lose a place?
I even asked Kush to get the blowtorch so that we could burn your red apron.
Nearly.
I think if Barry had rocked up with the 4 C's and used jars,
Okay, right.
but 7 different
is
plates of
impressive.
food out of
Time
one air
man.
fryer in an hour is the one ticket.
I like how important second place is.
It's more important than the winner. But well done, Jamie. You did win.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
About 20 minutes ago, we asked the guys to come up with a rice dish. This is completely unplanned. We want creativity, we want flavour, and we want a little bit of panic. I can imagine we're going to get a lot of panic.
Oh, this oven! Well, I'm deeply concerned.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Let's do this.
Come on!
This is what we call in the industry a thinking onion.
I am currently making a rice cream. So an ice cream out of rice pudding and rice milk. I've blended it all together, added a little bit of vanilla. It's going into a small metal tin, into the freezer to freeze. Is anyone feeling what they would describe as happy right now?
Yes.
I thought so.
Thank you, Chef.
Barry, what are you making?
My plan today, James, is to make arancini sliders.
Oh, nice.
I'm replacing the buns for my sliders with arancini balls. What I'm aiming to do is get as much of the burger flavour into the arancini to wrap around my patties. So I've got my rice on the boil, stirring automatically with a little bit of stock cube and some porcini powder. Oh, umami.
Umami or umami?
It's a bit of both.
Oh,
It's a bit of
umami.
both. Prosecco, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, bit of Prosecco.
Now it's
I'd have
Italian.
put that in first, but no worries. sorry, old habits. Jay, what are you making?
Right, volcano rice or rice volcano. I can't remember which way around it is. It's a Korean dish.
I love Korean food, so that's a great start.
Excellent. I'm going to make like a pizza version of it.
I'm sorry.
So I'm making
Pizza.
like the Mount Etna of volcano rice.
Jay, please.
I think that's Italy, but I saw you've got Spanish rice, so
I couldn't find any arborio rice, so I've just gone for
it's a Korean dish with Spanish rice with Italian flavours.
yeah.
Are you going to make anyone happy or just everyone
Why
upset?
have you got risotto rice? That would have been perfect. So think a mound of rice.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pour over a cheesy, eggy lava and cook that in the pan.
Cheesy, eggy lava.
Yes, cheesy, eggy lava.
You've got pineapple on your dish. What's going on there?
Tin of pineapple. You can't have pizza without pineapple.
It's a pineapple pizza.
Ham and pineapple pizza.
Right, okay, cool.
Woohoo. Don't get to wear a t-shirt like this for no reason.
Mike, is there ever going to be a good time for me to ask you what you're making?
Absolutely not, but I'm going to tell you now. So I'm making the ricest brownie dessert you've ever had.
Okay.
So I'm taking inspiration from the most delicious rice-based sweet treat that I can come up with, the Rice Krispie Marshmallow Square. I'm making a self-made puffed riced marshmallow brownie with a sake, so rice wine, coulis, rice cream, and hoping that it's going to taste good.
Did you understand?
You know, we found out about this 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Why does it sound like he found out about this 3 days ago?
He's in charge of production.
Oh, that's what it is!
He comes up with the ideas.
Yeah, that'll be why.
In his head.
Fine.
I don't think it's going to help him.
Also, this is not the idea that I came up with, so we are in big trouble. So the key here is that I'm going to puff my own rice. I'm making Rice Krispies. So I've rinsed and now boiled some rice. The rice now gets drained and then fried off in a dry pan. Meanwhile, I'm getting on my brownie mixture and got some eggs and sugar beating in a mixer.
Once my rice is cooked, I'll need to cool it down and then fry it. And you need a really good flavoured oil to fry it. So I found all of this pepperoni. Snacking pepperoni.
So Barry's using the automatic stirrer, but he also has nothing to do. He has nothing else to do.
I'm actually jealous of it right now. Because I've got time, I think what would be nice in my arancini balls would be some crispy beef as well. So I'm going to take some of my beef patties and break them up and turn that into crispy beef to go in my arancini.
Where did my chicken stock go?
A sake, so rice wine, coulis.
No! I assumed that was left over.
No. It's in there, isn't it?
It's in there. It's in there. No, that's not going to work. No, it's different types of rice at different stages. Sorry, I thought you were done. That wasn't me trying to sabotage you. I really thought you were done there.
I'm going to need to dry my rice. That should be really, really dry and have dried out over possibly a day. But I don't have a day. So let's try and make puffed rice. And if it doesn't work, I'll just find a way of combining it in and use Rice Krispies.
Are you putting the rice in the brownie before the brownie gets baked?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we're in pure experimental territory here, James. I've lost confidence.
It's just going to turn into fried rice.
Yeah, and in that case, I'll still use it because it's still rice.
I've never had a fried rice brownie.
Well, there you go. That's what you're here for, isn't it?
I never know when the risotto's done. Like, it's soft to the bite, but ever so slightly chalky. Jamie, do you know when the risotto's done?
When risotto's done?
Yeah.
When Ebbers puts his trousers back on.
That is the universal sign, isn't it? You're right.
So while that train wreck happens, vanilla extract into my now beaten eggs and sugar. Flour goes in. My chocolate mixture is cooled, so it can go in and not scramble the eggs. Half the brownie mixture going into the oven.
Rice is there, so now burger flavour's in. Burger flavour 1, beef burger. Burger flavour 2, caramelised onions. Burger flavour 3, gherkins. Burger flavour 4, American cheese.
American cheese is actually really great through
should be good
cheese
enough.
sauce and stuff.
Really?
It melts so well.
The final burger flavour, burger sauce. Mustard, ketchup, gherkins are already in there. I know, I have offended everyone. That is so tasty.
Rice is cooked, it's laid out onto a tray, it's going to go into a fridge and or a freezer for as long as I can do that whilst I make my sauce. I'm going to chop up pepperoni with the ham, pineapple, make a sauce essentially with some tomato paste and some herbs, and then that is what I'll fry my rice in. Once the rice is fried, into a mound. Essentially, that's about it.
Can I have a pineapple ring? Just finger it.
No,
I can't, no. No, because I'll definitely eat your finger. I don't want to do that.
Ooh.
I can't get that off your finger without brushing it with my tongue.
So my next ricey element is my mixed berry coulis. So I've got mixed berries, rice wine or a fermented rice alcohol, sake, going in. And then I've found some rice syrup. I'm going to use that at the end to get the balance of sweetness right. Oh no, my marshmallows have burnt bad! How's that happened? Oh dear. Everyone loves toasted marshmallows.
Right.
Right,
Now-
for my sauce.
Now,
For,
right,
No,
no.
no. For,
Izzy?
For my
Izzy?
sauce, I've already got my flavoured oil from the pepperoni. I'm going to add in ham, the crispy pepperoni, pineapple. I found some spicy tomato sauce, a little bit of tomato paste. That's going to create the sauce. And then the rice is going to go into that, fry off, and then we'll form it into a mound. Cut. Cut.
No, I need a camera because I'm about to do this.
There's probably no point listening
Izzy,
to
you're
anything
taking
else.
the- you're taking
I think
the-
you had
come over here.
all of the
Izzy,
value that you're going
I
to
need
get
the shot because this is really
from
important.
this section of the video. It's fine. Smells incredible.
Nice of you to turn up. This now needs to cool down really quickly, so I've put it onto a freezer tray, a frozen tray, to cool down quick.
Is it already cold? That's clever.
It's already really
It's already
really
cold. He put it in the freezer, that's clever.
To really hone in on the rice theme here, I am deep frying my arancini rice balls in rice oil. I didn't know it was a thing either. In the meantime, I may as well slice up my onion, prep my tomato, get my lettuce ready to make the burger.
I need a coffee. An Irish coffee. So the puffed rice was an absolute fail. I've got toasted rice now. It tastes nice, but it's such an inconsistent texture because bits have clumped together that I'm just going to blend it up and we're going to use it for flavour. And I'm going to use Rice Krispies. Brownies have 15 minutes, so it's half baked. Oh, this oven! And my marshmallow has now set. So I burnt it, and then it's set, just when I need it. Now I want it melty enough just to be able to pour, because then the rest of the chocolate brownie mixture is going on top, distributed as evenly and quickly as possible. Then my Rice Krispie combo mixture, and then the rest of my brownie mixture. I'm not going to be able to spread it, am I? Again, I did not think about this. Oh no! Great. Return that to the oven to finish baking for another 15 minutes. And we are done. It's just got to cool.
Let's make our egg and cheese mixture. To make our egg and cheese mixture, I'm going to mix together some eggs and some cheese. How many eggs do you need to make lava?
I missed these. I think. So you're whisking the balls into the egg.
Yeah. Yeah. Does lava have lumps in it?
Yes, I guess.
James, I found a good sized bowl and it's got a message for you in it.
Oh, you're too kind.
He's judging, so.
I'm very excited for all of them. Mike's cleaning down, guys. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, but I'm waiting on an oven and a freezer. Two things I have no control over.
Boys, you have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes
no.
left, Barry.
No! All I'm doing is making
I don't know how you've become the one that's stressed.
My 10-minute burger battle begins!
It's going to be gooey.
Oh, yeah.
Some of this
That's
is.
crust.
Yeah. Let's make a volcano.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, yep,
Okay.
yep.
It's a good time to make a volcano because you've got a couple of minutes left.
This is hot,
Yeah.
but I need to have a good enough grip on it to turn it over.
Lol.
So,
Be a chef, come on.
Be a chef.
Oh.
Well done.
Oh, well done. That's great.
That'll make a difference.
Oh my goodness!
please make a volcano. You need a dent.
Mate, this is pretty cool.
The balls aren't coming out. Now the balls are in. Oh,
Now what? You cook the egg out?
now we need to cook the egg out. So that's going to go into an oven for a couple of minutes. And then we should have cheesy, eggy, pulley volcano rice egg.
Mike, how's your last few minutes going?
Yeah, it's fine. My rice cream is really lovely and cold.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, nice job. Let's get this into the sexies.
James.
Well, this is very exciting.
Let's go straight to Barry's.
With the starter and dessert. Yeah?
Okay.
How do I eat it?
Like a burger.
Like a burger?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can do that. This is impossible.
Yeah, boy. Oh, hit his nose. Now, I think everyone else can go.
Right, let's get a plate because that looks horrendous out on the side.
Barry, this isn't practical. It's actually quite tasty.
On reflection, it didn't need the burgers in the middle. It tastes enough of burger on its own.
In the rice.
I think that's quite delicious.
I'm happy with it. It's as ridiculous as I'd hoped.
I think this looks great.
It's ridiculous, Jamie.
I've got to admit, it turned out.
I can't believe it turned out. That is staggering.
Mate, I've got to say, the omelette is cooked very
it's
well.
perverse. How did you manage that?
First, spectacular
Jammy
luck.
dip.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
Jamie, that is very good.
Mate, that is awesome.
The egg makes that so silky, so like.
The egg is fantastic. I'm going to say it, the pineapple adds something
There's pineapple in it.
excellent to this.
Oh, it's cooked pineapple.
Oh, fine.
Oh my goodness, this is incredible.
I was ready to slate you by taking multiple cuisines and just destroying them. But actually, you're getting what the Korean version I think probably delivers, which is like really intense flavors around the rice. But it's like absolutely Italian.
Yeah.
It's got pepperoni, it's got mozzarella, it's got the parmesan. It's a great fusion dish. It works perfectly. And the egg is cooked really well.
Dessert.
I like it. It's not as obvious, but you're definitely using rice. Just looking, the texture looks really good.
Lovely brownie.
Cheers.
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 Oh, my.
Just when I think it's getting too sweet, the tartness of the sauce.
It's really tart.
It does
Lovely.
taste nice. Does it taste of rice?
The sauce is ricey. With a rice pudding.
I got the
The compot's delicious. I'm not sure I could tell you there's sake in it.
No, I wanted it to be boozier.
It's definitely delicious. Do you know what I was impressed by? I looked at you at the start of this battle and I said, nothing is going to come from that corner of the kitchen. You were weighing out ingredients multiple times. You were like searching the whole studio for chocolate. You had multiple types of chocolate. I was like, it's just not going to happen in an hour. And by the end of it, you were cleaned down before the other two, watching Jamie finish his dish. And to produce a brownie in that time, I think it's a credit to you.
I think we might have made this quite difficult for James to pick a winner.
Do you think?
I think there's 3 very good dishes.
They're all very tasty. Like you've all kind of done what you set out to do, I think.
But you have to choose a
Today-
loser too.
Yeah,
Do I actually?
Yeah,
Is that how it works?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really important.
It's really important to us that there's a loser.
Well, no, it's really hard.
if anything, the loser is more important than the winner.
Yeah. Today's loser is.
Now I feel awful. I think it's Barry. I'm so
I'm not
sorry.
really annoyed, but I think I agree.
Really?
I enjoyed
sorry.
the flavour. I enjoyed more from both your dishes.
There's no way
Your
I
second
can
place.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
That.
I think that is a clear winner.
I don't know how you've pulled that together.
Very good.
Might be one of the best things you've made.
Yeah, agree.
I think that should go on the pub then.
I wish you could taste this because
Yeah, stunning.
it's delicious.
We've heard James's thoughts. Comment below who you think should have won and give us a like if you'd like us to see more of these videos in the future. This is a loaded nachos battle where we, the three of us, are going head to head to see how ridiculous and delicious we can make loaded nachos.
Try it.
What is that? Why is it so bitter? On top of this nonsense, we don't have a chef to judge today, so instead, our dishes and creations are going to be judged by the team here at Sorted, and they are brutal. Three, two, one, go. Right, my dish not only takes you on a wonderful tour of the world, but it also solves the #1 problem that comes with loaded nachos. By the time you've eaten the top layer, all you're left with is tortilla chips. Well, brace yourself for Mike's Internationals. On the bottom layer, a tour of Canada with poutine.
Okay. Michael. Jamie had a strong start. Were you just trying to soften your butter?
That is the softest butter I've ever seen. Then a lovely little stop off in Vietnam, finishing with a final stop to India on the top layer for a masala fried fish.
What? That's the most indirect flight ever.
Poutine, banh mi,
Masala.
masala fried fish. I've started off by making a batter for my fish. That's got stuff like chili, garlic, ginger, Indian 5-spice, and some Kashmiri chili powder. Blended together with some water, some plain gram and rice flours. Get my fish in, add some flour, and this is what we end up with. And it smells phenomenal.
Having heard what Mike's making, I'm suddenly filled with a lot more confidence.
He couldn't even melt butter.
I know what you're thinking. Jamie, how many countries are you going to try and offend today? Turns out, not as many as Mike, and therefore, tick. I'm making, this is such a long title, reconstructed green chili cheeseburger nacho cupcakes with chili not so con carne,
Oh my goodness.
What?
You are ridiculous.
aioli, and green pickle salsa. To start with, I'm blending up cheddar cheese, nachos, and quite a lot of butter, and that's going to form the base of my cheesecake cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
This is a loaded nachos battle and you're making cupcakes.
So what I'm doing here is I'm cutting out my flour tortillas into strips, rolling them around some metal tubes, tying 2 bits of string to it so it doesn't expand and pop off. Chuck it into the oil as it goes golden brown.
I have a question for the room. What's Barry making?
Today I'm going to be combining nachos with cannoli, nacholoni or canacho, and I'm loading that with a Mexican tiramisu, a tequila custard, and stop it! And
This is the most offensive video we've ever made.
coffee cake as well. Imagine a
Mexican
tequila
tiramisu.
espresso martini in a cannoli made of tortillas.
And where does the loaded nachos bit come in?
So hang on, what's that then?
This is a tortilla.
Excuse me, my cheesecake bases are nearly done.
Oh my goodness.
Baz, are you actually making a custard?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You're making custard.
I'm making custard.
Why are you making custard?
I'm making a cheese custard.
So am I. I'm making a cheesy tequila custard.
Tequila and cheese
I know.
in a custard.
I know.
That sounds like what it's going to taste like when it comes back up.
I have faith.
Like every good buttery biscuit base, these are heading into the freezer to set up.
I'm pretty impressed by your barrels. They look good. They're not nachos, but they look good.
Time to make my cheesecake filling. This is a green chili cheese custard. It starts by grating garlic into a pan, bring it up to a boil with some double cream, and some sodium citrate, which will basically help cheese emulsify into a liquid form.
What custard have you ever heard starts with garlic?
Barry, you're putting tequila in a custard.
A disgusting one. Bit of salt. And that should be this really fresh, vibrant, spicy salsa.
How long have we had? It feels like 10 minutes.
We have an hour left. 1 hour remaining.
Nope. Nope.
I've barely started, so
I'm going to pour that creamy mixture into some whisked eggs and egg yolks, along with a bit of corn flour. Bring it all together.
Why are you melting a chocolate cake?
what? That's there for garnish later. Stop trying
You've
to
got
cook.
chocolate cake garnish.
What do you mean a chocolate cake for garnish?
It's just going to be to garnish later on. When did you put that in there?
You can't have.
And why is it hot?
There is no quality control going on today whatsoever.
I feel better once I know this custard isn't going to scramble.
I don't think you're ever going to feel better. Combining some yogurt and lime pickle, which is the greatest ingredient in the history of the world. Can I have these chili flakes, please?
As long as you don't knock over my tower of spices.
Thank you. So the components for my top level, India, are done. Now on to Vietnam. My pickling liquid is rice vinegar, fish sauce, some chili flakes, palm sugar, and then ribbons of carrot and cucumber mixed together, chuck it in the microwave for a minute. Quick pickle.
Pour my custard mixture back into the pan. I'm constantly stirring it over a gentle heat till it just thickens, and then I can add in my cheeses and my chilies.
This was how it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
No, please don't break them. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. They take ages to put together. No, Jamie. Jamie.
I didn't realise quite how delicate.
No. Jamie.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Ring of truth.
Yeah.
Represent our friendship.
Yeah.
You can choose to do what you want to do with that, but that if you crush that, our friendship is crushed. Please, Jamie. I've spent at least 40 minutes just doing these.
48 minutes remaining.
Please, no!
Custard's thickened, now going in with 2 types of grated cheese. They're sliced, not grated, but this is Mexicana, so it's chili cheese. I've also got red Leicester cheese as well.
Cake!
Right, will you stop swearing whilst I'm giving an instruction?
Stop cooking my pre-cooked cake! Well, I don't know.
Just take it out of the pan, Barry. Otherwise, you're going to get confused as to what to cook and what not to cook.
These aren't even tasty.
Next up, I'm doing my custard part of my loaded nachos. I've got evaporated milk and condensed milk, which I'm going to warm up. And then I'm going to crack 4 egg yolks into a bowl, mix it with some vanilla, some cream cheese, and some tequila.
Oh dear. What are you doing that for?
And in a sentence I never thought I'd say, I'm just finishing putting my jalapenos into my custard.
This here is char siu pork. It's been in the oven, it's cooked through, and it's absolutely delicious.
Time to get my cupcake cases out of the freezer, fill them up with some spicy cheese custard, back in the freezer to set up. Well, a perfectly normal thing to say.
Four tablespoons of tequila going into my eggs.
If it does work, it'll be genius.
For whisking tequila and eggs together.
Can I try a bit?
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Nice.
Texture's a bit iffy, but
Yeah.
that's scrambled eggs and chili now. You've made an omelette, a deconstructed omelette, that's what you've made. 30 minutes remaining, boys!
Nope. Perhaps I was supposed to put mustard. So the cheeseburger part of this dish, if you haven't forgotten the original title, is beef mince, but I'm going to cook it in lots of spice, and it's going to be all separate and crispy and delicious rather than formed into a patty. Sprinkled over the top of the cupcakes.
We've got 22 minutes remaining. No. 22 minutes remaining.
Nope. There was more water than mince in my mince. Crisp up. I didn't make scrambled custard.
You did? It was
Did
chewy.
not. It was not.
How long are you boiling this mince for?
Right, we're getting there, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. The only way I'm going to get anywhere close to finishing this dish in the time is to multitask. And the one thing that I'm really bad at is multitasking. So here we have some mince that is crisping up in boiling water. In here, we have cherry tomatoes in a grill, very, very high up. I need to blacken them, get them burnt. That's going to form part of my ketchup. Next, we have some bacon. I've also added lots of chili con carne style spices into it. I've also just hit it with some tomato paste and some maple syrup. I'm going to cook that out, and in a second, I'm going to add those blackened tomatoes into here.
Everyone feeling aptly panicked?
Yep.
A little bit, yep.
15 minutes remaining. I've been doing nothing now. I'm going to panic. Uh-oh. Baz, what are you doing with that disgusting, repulsive coffee
Just trying
thing?
to get the coffee, Kahlua and chocolate levels right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, getting there. We haven't got long left. I've got to fry this fish. I'm going to shallow fry it in some hot oil and pan, and then I think make some instant gravy.
My beef mince has crisped up, so I've gone in there with a load of spices. There's smoked paprika, there's onion granules, there's chili powder, there's cumin. Everything that you kind of find in a chili has gone into there, taking it off the heat.
Next up to layer up my loaded cannoli nachos. I've got some pre-made chocolate cake, which I'm going to be dipping into my amazingly strong coffee mix and Kahlua, dipping it into the bottom of these tubes. Then I'll get my custard out of the freezer and scrape that in on top.
Those tomatoes are black enough.
How are we feeling about 8 minutes remaining? I mean, look at it.
Yes!
We have 5 minutes left, boys.
Yeah. Look at that.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes! Beautifully set.
2 minutes.
For my garnish, I've got some white chocolate, dark chocolate, toasted almonds, and some pre-made cinnamon rolls.
Char siu pork. 58 seconds left.
Mike!
No.
Layer 2 done.
Nacho cheesecake base, then cheese
I'm done.
custard.
30 seconds left.
I'm
Tomato
done. I'm
ketchup,
done.
which is really good.
Ah!
Aioli. I think I'm done.
Mike isn't.
You've got 10 seconds.
9,
8,
8,
7, 6,
6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is done.
Let's get these beauties into the sexies. Nailed it. Yeah.
So, the team have tasted, they've left notes that they've sent me, and they voted which will be revealed under each cloche. Should we just dig in? Yeah. Jay, let's try yours first.
You're not meant to eat it like a cupcake.
You are, but that was when it was warm.
No, you're supposed to eat it like nachos, aren't you?
Cheers.
Cheers. Here's some descriptions from the crew. Tasted kind of like a burger. Tastes nacho-y.
Yeah.
Good.
Does.
I don't look it. Stodgy. Which, you know,
Yeah.
unbelievably, it tastes 30 million times better than it looks.
When you finish it, it tastes like nachos.
It's all the flavours of nachos in a different form.
It's really annoying. Ready to move on to my delight?
Cool.
Cheers.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's very...
Indian.
Very.
It's lime pickle.
Yeah, that's very lime pickly.
Really?
Barry, are you okay?
Yeah, right.
Right. Get down to the second layer. Char siu pork.
Yeah, got it.
It's banh mi tribute.
That's a very good layer.
That's a good layer.
I'm quite happy with that layer.
Well, what's the bottom layer?
Poutine.
How do I get to it? That's not my favourite layer.
Some notes from the team. Fresh. All elements great individually. Busy. I think I agree with that.
This is such a good word.
OTT. Let's move on to yours.
I'd recommend using a spoon. Oh, it did work. Wow, that's bold. Nice. No, it didn't work.
And
So, what is it?
Is that a nacho, not loaded?
It's kind of unloaded.
Get messy.
which kind of defeats the shape, doesn't it? The fact that we're literally scooping them up like...
So it's part of the experience.
What? Boozy. Some words describing yours. Boozy AF,
Yep.
but not too bad. Surprising.
Okay.
Rich. Apparently they took a vote as to whether it was nachos or not nachos.
Oh no.
One person said it was nachos, 6 people said it was not nachos. Let's see who's taking the win. Jay, lift the cloche. So you guys are voting with pasta bow tie pasta.
How many,
Okay, great.
how many people voted? 2 out of 7.
That's depressing that I drew with you. What?
No!
No!
It wasn't nachos.
So
What have you done?
6 out of 7
You all
people.
said it wasn't nachos, yet you voted for it. You're mad.
They're not bad. They've got it. They've got it
What?
all right. Well done.
How can 6 out of 7 of you say that that's not nachos, and then 3 of you say that's my favourite loaded nachos dish?
There's going to be some redundancies.
Well, over to you. Not you. You're all wrong. Over to you. Comment down below. Let us know. Did Barry make loaded nachos?
Yes. And if you like this video, then like this video. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one.
We're not going to have anyone to film the next one, Baz. That's the problem.
It's crazy to think we've not done this yet, but you guys have been asking for it. It's a burger battle. As ever, the 3 guys will go head to head to conjure up their winning burger recipe. We've also asked them to brand it as if it was their own fast food pop-up. And I've seen our Amazon account. There's costumes involved.
Welcome to Burger Man, where our burgers are jam-packed full of superfoods, but we're not getting rid of the thing that makes burgers great. A juicy, beautiful burger in the middle, a beef burger. And these burgers, I reckon, are gonna save the day. We start with the burger itself. My burger patties are simple: beef mince, garlic, ginger, and turmeric.
Today my battle-winning recipe is a Thai chicken burger. I recently went to Thailand on holiday. It was wonderful. While I was away, my branding was outsourced to Katie. So I'd like to invite her in to the ring to explain her thoughts behind Mike Tyson.
Of interest, what did you come dressed as today?
Blanket.
Do you want to just explain where the name and the concept of Mike Tyson came from?
It's just a pun.
Thank you, right, so it starts with pounding some chicken.
How are you not doing that with your boxing gloves? The Oxford English Dictionary defines the word depraved as morally corrupt or wicked, which is just a couple of the words that I was called when I put a paella into a burrito last year. So when I came up with the idea for a burger that put a lasagna into a burger, I thought, it's a depraved burger. It starts by making a lasagna.
I can't use my hands. Can I mix some scissors? Can I steal some scissors?
Also, you've called it Burger Man. But is that a bit far-fetched? Burger boy?
Burger action man.
Burger prepubescent? Cooking with a jacket on is really hard because I keep losing my knife up my sleeve. Look, it keeps disappearing up there.
Which make is this soup?
It's Hugo Boss.
No. Where is it really? Think about it. No. What,
Come on.
Come on. What would this? What would the brand? What would the make of this
What would
soup
you be wearing? What would you be wearing? You are the...
You're the devil.
Yeah.
I'm the devil.
And what does the devil wear?
Prada.
I beat my chicken, now I need to cover it in salt, pepper and oil, ready to grill it, but that's coming later.
Having peeled and diced every vegetable I can lay my hands on, it's now time to actually start the lasagna, and here are the two things that are going to make this special. Number one, pancetta. That is going to add a real smokiness to it. And number two, my beef mince. We're going to make meatballs from it, and that's what's going to form the burgers. We're going to put 3 or 4 of those meatballs inside each layer of the burger.
For the salad of my burger, I've got... What are you doing? I've got some red onions and some superfoods in the shape of kale and some seaweed. And to blanch these, some boiling hot water. That just smells like a pond, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh!
If you're going to have a burger, what reason are you going to have a burger for?
Because it's big, juicy and delicious.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to add some extra seaweed in there for you to make it a little bit healthier for you?
Right, you have your burger. You're going to feel awful afterwards, aren't you?
Feel absolutely amazing.
No, you're not. You're going to lie down and sleep. This, you're going to be like,
because the dolphins
like I've
are
indulged,
released.
but I can.
The dolphins are released, and
What
you feel
dolphins
happy.
are in your burger?
No, the dolphins in your head.
dolphins in my
You
burger.
know the hormone.
Just
Yeah.
for
Dolphins
clarity,
get released, it makes you happy.
No dolphins in my burger.
Now the majority of my flavour for the chicken and the entire burger is coming from this amazing Thai paste that I have made. I blitzed up onions, garlic, kaffir lime, chilli, lemongrass, and galangal, which is like a Thai ginger. It's absolutely delicious. The paste then goes into a pan with some coconut oil and I fry that off. Oh, bruv, smell that. That is so decent. Rah! When it gets in your eyes, it hurts.
I've added everything else into the pan to make this into an incredible lasagna. I'm now going to let that simmer for 30 minutes and I can move on to a bechamel sauce.
Tastes like the sea. Avocado. What superfood burger isn't complete without a ton of avocado, yogurt, mayonnaise, and matcha?
If I just do this,
Oh, right me neck. No, stop it. You're tugging the. No, stop! Ah!
no! I thought I was doing you a favour, but
Oh, that smells great.
First thing you do with a burger is open it all up and have a look at how the chicken is charred.
what are you cooking that in? Why is there so much of it?
Coconut oil. Healthy, innit?
Let's make a
What are you
bechamel.
doing?
I'm making a bechamel. Apparently, if you add a leaf off a tree, it tastes even better.
Any tree.
Any tree.
Any tree.
Any tree. Is there like a hood? Should this be on?
Is there a hood?
Yeah, there's a hood. Is that?
Little Purple Riding Hood. I don't feel so super anymore.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it all right? Because I can't see it. Yeah. Could you just slowly, slowly pour that in whilst I stir?
I'm going to do it bit by bit.
Okay. I can feel that getting harder.
I can feel that getting harder.
Okay.
My chicken's charred off in the griddle pan. Now I've sliced mushrooms into discs and aubergines or eggplants into discs, and I'm going to cook those the same way in the griddle pan as I did the chicken.
What are you cooking on that hob?
Nothing!
I just hate him.
He's left his one on and turned mine off.
So right now, I'm halving my brioche bun. I'm covering it in egg whites, and then decorating it with a variety of super seeds.
Which seeds are they?
Pumpkin, bird, and poppy.
Bird seed.
I don't know what that one is. It's all in the detail. It's all in the detail.
Chicken, chard, aubergine, chard, mushroom, chard. They go in with my fried off paste, along with coconut milk, shrimp paste, fish sauce, and some palm sugar. And bamboo shoots! And bamboo shoots! I'm gonna bring that up to a boil and let it simmer for 20 minutes. So I'm finely slicing some sugar snap peas. I'm gonna chop up some coriander and some Thai basil. That sauce is so good that I want to get it in absolutely everything. So it's going in my salad, it's going in my mayonnaise, and hopefully it's permeated my chicken. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing.
Onions.
I heard James and Ben talking earlier about only having 2 brioche buns in the building. But also, Barry's finished brioche bun is sitting right there.
Please don't.
And I could really punch it.
Don't flame up on it, Izzy. You're tempting him. Moving it over here. Please don't punch my buns.
So because we're going to be constructing our lasagna manually once it's in the burger, we're going to need to cook off our lasagna sheets separately. Pan of boiling water, salted, and we're going to add olive oil into it so the sheets don't stick together. I know, you think it's a myth. This time we actually need it. Boys, what is the single #1 side dish to have with lasagna?
Sweet potato fries.
Or?
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread. I'm glad you said that. My bun is not going to be just a normal bun, it's going to be garlic bread bun. Because lasagna burger, how else would you do it?
Now, when it comes to constructing my burger, I've gone for bun at the bottom, obviously, then avocado, then blueberries, another amazing superfood. The burger, avocado, some coriander, burger, the salad mix, then some more avocado, because there wasn't enough already, and then finally, my seeded bun.
Now, construction and decoration and making things look good is not necessarily my forte. I rely on flavours. But I'm going to make an effort this time. Let's see how it goes. No! That is a hidden pocket of meat.
I mean, there's some good choices here.
Where do I start? I'm going to start with this.
That is mental.
Just about
that is-
something you can manage to hold.
Yep.
A bechamel burger.
When you said lasagna in a burger, you weren't kidding.
No.
Oh, there's meat in the bun.
Look at that! Look at that cross section!
Okay, it's clever. It's got garlic bread in it. Everyone likes that with lasagna.
That was my thinking. It's the kind of dish that you see on that kind of newsfeed scrolly video and go, oh my God, that would be amazing. But you're never going to make it. Like, ever.
But you did.
But I did.
The twice baked bread is clever. I like the fact it's a Jamie dish without chorizo or chili, but what you have got is rich red wine and tomato and proper ragu. Number 2, it feels like you've looked at the 2009 list of superfoods and seen how many you can shoehorn in. Okay.
There's halved bloobs in there.
So you can see the colour.
Why are there blueberries in your burger?
There's seaweed in it!
Spring, summer, autumn, winter. All known as...
Seasons. Is there any salt and pepper in any of this?
Quite a lot.
Is there?
So what's completely throwing me?
Mike, let's try yours. I don't like to be biased, but when I go on holiday and come back, I try and shoehorn it into a lot of recipes. So I like that you've been to Thailand and come back and shown me something Thai.
It's gonna be a soggy
A
one.
sloppier cross-section,
But that's why I made a crispy bun.
but you made a coconut curry to go into it, so you expect it to be a bit wetter. The sweetness, there's some in the sauce, but the brioche is the bit that's giving that super sweet. And I like the crunch of the salad.
That is my kind of burger, but that's why I did it.
And do you know what? So much Thai food is a lot hotter than that, which isn't my personal preference, but it's probably more authentic to Thailand. But as a burger, that absolutely delivers. Okay, Barry takes 3rd position,
Yeah, fair.
Jamie takes 2nd, and the Thai chicken burger, if it can be called a burger by definition, is the winner for me today. But you guys also get a vote. So jump in, use the poll, and give each of these guys a vote, depending on which you think would be your favourite superfood, lasagna or Thai curry.
I hope you enjoyed that, Carnage. If you want to see more marathons, let us know what compilations you want us to put together.
And this week we have finally announced our plans for our Christmas live stream show. We've hired a castle. We've hired an actual castle and we are going to have a lot of fun with it. We hope you can join us. All of the information is in the link downstairs.
You are not ready, and neither are we.
Neither's the castle.